it can tell. I don't know. They said like if you're better, you'll get more SR in the lower ranks, so it progresses you through faster or something. Some bullshit like
No,
that.
yeah. That was the thing I was kind of talking to you about. Like when I would play, I think I fucked up my SSR over years of learning how to play the game. So like, it kind of keeps that from MW2 all the way up. But like I was noticing there'd be times like I'd be frying and it would be early in the game and I would just get like less SR. And so
Mm,
now to see that they're doing that, I'm like, okay, now we can kind of progress through this whole shebang.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. Did you see like we have it in the our old Twitter file, but there's like some new changes to like the aiming system as far as like sway goes and shit like
I
that.
haven't looked
I
at a
saw you.
lot of that stuff. The only things I saw was the competitive whatever that whatever that was that got released. Hold on, I'm about to look and see what I
Competitive.
was even talking about. Like new maps in.
Yeah, Rio's in. Saw that Rio's
Rio's
in for
in
terminal,
for Terminal HP and in for Skid Row S&D.
which is so
Um,
sad because like I don't know about you, I kind of like terminal at the beginning of the game. Like, it was
it
pretty
got
cool.
worse, that's for sure. I never was like the biggest fan.
Yeah, it was kind of more nostalgic than anything. Honestly, it wasn't like the greatest design for this map because like it was made with the old MW2 where like you couldn't mantle everything, you couldn't slide. Like
Yeah, here's the tweet. Couple patch notes. Yeah, so Skid Row S&D out, Rio in, Terminal HP out, Rio in. Sub base is back in because they fixed the contest spot. Then the SR tuning, SRU gain early on has been increased.
right,
But it also said something about if
yeah,
you're losing later, you'll get bigger SR hits for losses the
no, I
further
think
you
it.
go up.
Yeah, I think it was saying that as far as like if you 4Q with your team and
Yeah, and
like,
just get carried up.
yeah, it'll start to deduct you down. Because I
MCW
mean,
nerfed, whatever
I
that
mean,
means.
we
Haven't been
played with a
watching a
teammate
lot.
yesterday, and you and I were both like, "How in the hell is this guy
Yeah.
purple flamed up?" So that's
Decreased delay before health regen. So basically, it
like
went
that
from I think I saw something
per second.
7.7 seconds. It was at for you to get your full health back. Now it's like 5 seconds or something.
Okay, so you're just chowing.
And the kill feed duration is less now. So like after 5 seconds, it cycles through a new one. And I think
Cool.
for season 2, for up until Major 2, like
Yeah,
there's 2 other maps that they're probably going to add, which is Vista
I saw
and
that.
Departures, but they're not going to be able to test them because there's not enough time. They're going into their new,
They're split.
like, so it might be for like Major 3. And then people said that the new AR is being used in scrims, but it's banned for ranked play, so no one can use that shit anymore.
I saw it like the F2000 type of shit.
Yeah, it's called the BP50.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't really seen much about it though, but
I
they
saw
said they're using it
Clayster
in
rip
scrims.
somebody off of like invasion right off the rip for spawn on S&D, and he literally just posted up and just absolutely murdered somebody coming
Just
across
rip
mid-range.
somebody's shit.
Yeah, so they're like, I'm thinking this thing might.
Thinking it's decent.
Yeah. I also saw that the whatever that barrel muzzle is, like the jack, whatever, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
that
about, like
thing
that
got banned,
OP
right?
shit. Yeah, it got banned.
I did see that. It's about
Yeah.
time.
And I did see that crack gaming is back too.
Really?
So yeah.
I've
So
missed you.
like so they changed it to are you rocking with some thin mints again?
No, I got some Samoas.
Oh, okay. Oh, you switched it up a little bit. Okay. No, no,
Mhm.
no. So the thin mints are when you're locked in for rank. We gotta have something nice, little
Uh-huh.
mint to kind of keep the brain going.
Yeah.
I see the vision here. Okay,
The Samoas are hitting. I might eat this whole thing, man.
dude,
And
bro.
get ugly with these Girl Scout cookies.
The cheat code is I found that you can buy them at Walmart, and so you can get like the family size pack of the s'mores.
Yeah.
That's where danger
I'm gonna
kicks
eat these and yesterday my dad made tortellini soup.
in. Okay.
So got some more of that. So that's what I'm gonna have for dinner after this.
A little 4 cheese, or what are we working with?
I don't even know. It says it's world famous tortellini soup recipe. I'm like, okay, bud. Let me see. It just gets broth and mushrooms and some other shit, and then the tortellinis, and there you go.
That's
Bob's
all you
your
need.
uncle.
Yeah. There you go.
That's pretty straightforward, you know.
Yeah. I mean, what do we even have to talk about right now? I mean, We're gonna
Um,
wait to get our nice little fighting stuff going now. We will get a bracket set up. Don't worry about that, folks. We'll put that together. I do have to do a quick little shout here. I mean, I was looking through the metrics for our YouTube channel because I'm a marketing nerd and that's what I do.
sure.
And look through and I saw that over 75% of our viewers are not subscribed. So I mean, you're
Might as
already
well hit
here.
that shot.
Yeah, I mean, just give a little subscription. I mean, it
Hit
doesn't
that
hurt you.
goddamn sub.
You know what I'm
Or
saying?
else,
Yeah, remember, Stone Cold is part of our group now, so
because Stone Cold said so.
wide. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been a really it's been a really odd week as far as Super Bowl goes. Like, I think it's hilarious because everyone hates the Super Bowl team. So, like, every time they do an interview, they're just getting booed from both sides.
No, I was literally like it didn't even feel like the Super Bowl was gonna happen. Like
Right.
it feels like
Yeah.
there were
Feel
people
that.
out at the track today, and they're like, "Wait, is the Super Bowl this weekend?" Like people were kind of like,
Yeah,
just
like
does
not
not
sure.
have the luster, you know? Like people aren't really hyped for that shit. I don't know what
100%.
it is, but I think because people are just like, okay, whatever, bro. Niners, Chiefs, who gives a shit?
Yeah, and
That's
I'm,
how I
I'm
feel.
kind of a weird narrative as far as people are saying like so Purdy goes from being an MVP caliber player and I need to respect him as the best thing they've had since Joe Montana at the Niners. So all of a sudden he's playing with house money. It doesn't matter if he wins. Like he's got nothing to lose. I'm like, whoa. You got to pick one side of the coin.
Yeah,
So
you can't have
it's
it
been
both
interesting.
ways. Yeah.
I've been more locked in on like the gambling situation over in Vegas as far as the
Hmm.
Busting with the Boys crew's doing, how Dana
Yeah.
White's doing. So I'm on the Pat McAfee show today, which was absolutely legendary seeing Ty Schmidt come out as a member of the Vegas
Those guys are
Golden
living it
Knights.
up over there. Did you see the video of it was like the Bussin guys and then like Tom
Oh yeah,
Segura and Jason
yeah.
Kelsey and
Bert
Bert, they're
Kreischer.
all like playing blackjack and shit. Like what
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck is going on?
dude. And you know what the crazy part is? I was just looking at the table. I'm like, of everyone that's gonna win, it's gonna be Jason Kelsey,
Yeah.
the guy who dresses like he just doesn't give a shit. He's just there for fun. Like he'll put a couple hands down and then walk away with like 30K, and you're like, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it was pretty funny also hearing Dana White say why he's not welcome in most casinos, and it's like, oh, because I win and I pick up and leave. Like, okay,
There you go.
it's key to success. If you can fight the urge to want to like double down and just be like, oh well, I'm even if it's small, like I'm 1,000 up, like maybe I could get 2,000 up. If you just pick up at 1,000, they're probably not gonna like you.
Yeah.
But it's a smart
Uh,
play.
it is
Yeah,
smart as it can get.
especially if they switch that dealer on you.
You just got to get your cash however you can.
When you
All
see
this
them
thing's
bring in
about.
the cooler like a ninth inning pitcher, and you could tell, you know what I'm talking about? They have that different shuffle.
Yeah.
Oh, if they start doing some tricks with the cards, like a little tech deck, basically, just pick up the cash and go,
Get on
man,
out of
because
there.
you're not gonna be walking away with much.
Yeah, I need a Vegas. I've never like been to Vegas like properly. I've only
Oh
been.
yeah. We'll have to set up a trip with the boys.
I went one time for a track meet when I was like probably in 8th grade, and then I went this past summer and literally drove there, watched a soccer game, drove back.
Oh yeah, I was asking you when you went there. I was
So
like, any gambling? You're like,
no,
no,
we
sir.
got there, went inside, ate, watched the game, immediately came back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no time for fun, unfortunately.
No, we'll have to
Um,
set up a little boys trip out there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that'll be a vibe sometime over the summer for sure.
Yeah. Go to one of the
Um,
nice little hotels
what
and
is there? This oh, I guess when this comes out, it'll be Friday, so
right.
it'll be my birthday already.
Wide.
We're recording this on a Wednesday because normally we do it on Thursday, but I'll be
Doing some
um
festivities.
yeah, dinner, the whole thing. But yeah, 25 years old, like an old man.
Yeah, man, you're at
Getting
that
there. It's
quarter century, huh?
yeah, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and just everything's gonna start hurting, I think.
I'll wake up and they're
It's
just
gonna
gonna have
hit
like
me.
gray in the beard right here. Doing
That
little
would be
Master
insane.
Shifu shit.
Everyone was like, what are you doing for your birthday?" You know, I'm like, I'm gonna be coaching high school kids.
There we go, at a
That's
baby.
gonna be my day, and then going to get some dinner after. That's about what I get up to nowadays.
Yeah.
Nothing fun. No Disneyland. No
No.
nothing like that. So
There'll be none of that. No, no,
no,
no.
just the basics. Have the parents
Yeah.
pay for a meal. Move
Yep.
on.
Yep. And then if you try to celebrate on a Friday, but you're coaching early on a Saturday, so we can't,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Gotta wait till Saturday to have any real
Right.
party or something like that.
Right. And we're trying to see what we can put together. I mean, but I tell you what, the boys are making it
It's
not
hard to
much
get the
wiggle room. Yeah.
it's hard to get the lads together. Let's just put it that way.
Like,
Everyone's always got some bullshit going on.
I mean, I could hold a couple people at my place. So like it's not
Yeah.
the end of the world, but like, yeah, I never thought we would get to the age where it's like, what do you mean? Like we just can't. Like, this shit is
Just
shit's
can't.
comedy, dude.
I forget the Super Bowl is a 3:30 game. I
Just
forget
checked it.
it's like earlier just because like
Nobody
so
wants
much
to be
shit
there.
going on. So much other
Like,
shit happening. You got your halftime show, you got your
mhm,
and that's when it says kickoff is like obviously kickoff will not be until like 3:45
mhm.
more like, but
No, I mean, I just think like this was a Super Bowl no one wanted.
we want to
Nope.
just get into it.
Yeah, might as well.
We want to just bring it up.
Yeah, we were teasing our
I'll bring it
picks.
up.
Oh,
Oh shit.
oh,
Okay.
it hit a little
We
gap,
both had the same idea.
a little movement. I
Yeah,
mean,
just says it all right there.
yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
No, me personally,
Me
I will
personally,
not
I'm
be. I'm
I'm
not
not betting
fading
against
Mahomes
him.
the
I will
Chiefs.
not fade Patrick.
And we already know if there was a parlay I could put where I could put like what picture they want the most, and I could like have Chiefs win cover, Mahomes passing yards, Kelsey passing yards, Pacheco rushing yards, McCaffrey touchdowns, and then on
Always.
top of that, I can throw in what pick that they want. I would pick Travis and Taylor kissing under the confetti, and then I'd throw in another leg of the parlay, him proposing under the
Yeah,
confetti.
that's the sprinkle on top.
Yeah,
If I had
and
4 things to pick for a parlay, I'm gonna do the
right.
same thing.
I think I picked like 6.
I would
Maybe a
do.
spider.
I feel like McCaffrey to score a touchdown. He will
Right.
score. That fucker's scoring. Okay.
Mhm.
Then it just feels like Travis Kelsey to score a touchdown too. Like
Yeah.
he's getting in the
Yeah.
end zone.
Yeah.
You
And he's
know
doing his
this is
little
my favorite bet of all time for a Super Bowl. Mahomes over rushing.
oh,
He's going. Remember the Eagle last year against the Eagles? He
yeah.
just like on his
Just
bum
took off.
ankle was running for like 150 yards. Guy looked like Lamar Jackson back there. Mahomes
Yeah.
over for rushing,
Yeah.
and then give me Debo Samuel under receiving yards specifically.
I could see that.
That would be my
I could see that.
good one. If you had to pick who's scoring first touchdown, I have
Oh.
2.
So I would say either it's going to be McCaffrey on the ground because I think what's going to happen is the Niners are going to come into the game and they're going to try to protect Brock Purdy as best they can because that defense is going to try to get after him. So they're going to try to focus on establishing that run. So I'd say Christian McCaffrey would be score a touchdown, either Christian or Kittle from the Niners. And then I think it would either be Pacheco. I don't see Kelsey scoring the first touchdown. I see it being a Rice touchdown. Either Pacheco or Rice. Because
My
he'll hit
pick
like a little
right now,
crosser.
Pacheco first touchdown.
Okay.
Cash it.
Cash it right now.
Chiefs will score first. That's how they're going to win. The
What?
Niners have let the other team score first in every game. Who thinks the Chiefs are going to do any different? Chiefs are going to have a beautiful first 15 script that they're going to trot out there. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm taking the ball. I'm going and scoring.
Yeah.
And then I'm letting L'Jarius Sneed just freaking put clamps on everybody out there. And who else? Like, that's the thing about my Debo under on receiving.
Yeah.
You got Sneed out there.
Yeah.
And you have
McDuffie.
McDuffie who can play in the slot really well.
Yeah, I don't see Debo doing much unless it's like a
I think we're
or
in.
something.
I think if we're in for a game, if the Niners are going to win this thing, it needs to be a Kittle masterclass. I think.
That's what I'm thinking because I
I
think
think that's
Kittle
their
can expose
only.
Tranquil.
I think that's their only shot. Obviously, they could win with just like McCaffrey could just be OD.
Yeah,
But I'd like
McCaffrey
the
357.
linebackers for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs are going to shut the run game down.
I think so too.
I really do. I mean, now could the Ravens have ran the ball more? Yes. I think they got scared because they weren't running effectively. Like they needed to run Lamar. The thing is, the Niners don't
Yeah.
have that cop out. Like they don't have a just I can run Lamar option.
Yeah, I hear you. Kind of just going back to that Ravens, it didn't make sense because they gave the ball to I think it was Edwards,
Yeah.
and he got 15 yards, and then they stopped running it. So that's a whole nother story. We've already said our conspiracy theory, what we think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Purdy. I mean, I
I
just
think
don't.
they
It's going to come down to Purdy having to make a play with his arm, and I don't know if he has it in him right
with
now.
the Ravens, I just feel like the other guys might have popped a couple runs because they were so worried about Lamar.
Could've been.
And then Lamar didn't really run, so they were like, okay, we don't have to fucking worry about. I don't know what's going on. With the Niners, you're not going to have that issue of,
No.
oh shit, what if Purdy pulls it? They don't care.
Yeah, we'll just route.
So
him.
I think the run defense, like, if there's one unit here that I feel like is odd for me to say this is out of place, it's the Niners defense. Like, I feel like that's the
Yeah.
one unit that's like
They're
you're
going to get
almost
tested.
worried about, and which is weird because coming into this thing, you're like Niners defense got everyone. They add Chase Young, boom, boom, boom. But Chase Young looks like dog shit basically out there. Guy's walking around.
Yeah, they said he's taking plays off. I'm like, you can't do that in the Super Bowl.
Can't take a play off in the Super Bowl. I think this is yeah, I don't if the Niners played like they have played the past two games,
Right.
they will lose and it won't be close.
No, it definitely won't.
It'll be like 27 to 10, 27, 14, 27, 17, something in that range, double digits.
Right.
And there's no reason for me to believe they won't play like that again
because they've done it
against the
already.
Chiefs. Like, am I supposed to just believe that they're going to turn it around when this is the best defense they're going to have faced?
And the best quarterback.
And the best quarterback. Maybe not the best, like,
not the best overall
offense in general, but like an offense that knows what to do, when to do it, calls plays, going to get third down conversions, like an offense that just won a Super Bowl with the same people.
Yeah.
And dropped 30 whatever on the Eagles. Now you could say the Eagles defense has been not good, but it's not like the Niners defense has been locking people down. The past two games have been, especially last game, the Lions were rolling those guys. So
yeah,
I don't know.
No, it'll be interesting. I mean, I'm gonna ride with the Chiefs. I just think like the only way that I really I said already that the way that I see the Niners winning is Purdy has to make some great throws at the end of the game because I think it's going to come down to they're not going to be able to just lean on McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think you're right. The Chiefs are going to shut that down. I really see the Chiefs coming in and putting a lot of pressure on Purdy and saying we're probably going to play cover 0 to cover 1 the entire game, and we're going to force you to find a window. With that being said, I think that Bosa has to have the game of his life, and he has to not only win his one-on-one, but he has to get Mahomes on the ground.
Yeah.
It's not good enough to keep him contained or to, stay in front of him because he'll just rip it over your head for like 50 yards. You have to get him on the turf. That's the only real way that I see the Niners pulling it off. I don't really trust Shanahan in these big games. He hasn't given me anything to like say why I should. I mean, he had to make a comeback against the youngest team in the playoffs ever. And then Lions hadn't been there in 50 years. It's at your house and you get rolled in the first half. So it's like,
yeah, I think a good way to look at sometimes games like this is to like, okay, what's the worst matchup of the units, right? It's you would say the Chiefs offense and the Niners defense are the two worst parts of those teams.
right.
The worst part of your team isn't going to win you a Super Bowl. So you go to the other side. What's the best version? It's Chiefs defense versus Niners offense. Those are the two. The Chiefs defense has been consistent all year. They've led them basically to the Super Bowl. And it's been the Niners offense with all these weapons. In the past few games, one has been, I'm not going to say considerably better. The thing that just worries me is I like the Chiefs defense more than I like the Niners offense to be consistent.
Right.
The Niners offense they can do a lot of things. They have weapons, boom, but they can go down 17 points.
Like that.
And my thing is like, okay, you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like 3 times,
I just don't see it.
I don't know if you're gonna do 3 straight comebacks, whatever. It's gonna be the same thing we've always said. The way you beat the Niners is you get out in front, you make Purdy throw, and I think the Chiefs can get him on the ground.
Yeah.
Unlike the Lions. Like, I really think they can do some things. Spags calling up the plays. He's seen it. He's been there in
Corner
multiple
blitzes are
Super
gonna come
Bowls.
in.
He know like I'm worried a little bit about not necessarily that the lights are too bright for Purdy. I won't even say it's gonna be his fault per se. I think they've been just living off of a false
Right.
identity for the past like 2 games.
I
And
think the way that I
I'm not
see
gonna
it
say
is
they've lucked their way here because that's not like the right word because they've executed when
right.
they needed to, but like other teams have allowed them to win.
I think it's the best way to put it is like the way we were talking about the Eagles earlier this year, how they had those couple games where they came back and won, and you're like, I don't
Yeah,
know how we beat the Chiefs, I don't know how we beat the Bills, but we did.
yeah.
But then that luck just ran out,
That
and it's like
eventually catches up to you
it
and
can't
you
do it.
can't now it's the Super Bowl, so maybe you just kinda like you're so turned and you lock in.
Maybe.
I mean, a few of these Niners guys have been in the Super Bowl before. They are experienced. But I was saying that in the NFC Championship game, I'm like, this Niners defense is so experienced. Like, surely they don't. And then they're just getting gashed and getting cooked. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean on the squad that literally just won this whole thing with basically the same roster
Yeah.
against a team that right now is looking very similar to how the Eagles looked.
Yeah.
Like, if you kind of go roster breakdown, like the Eagles defense wasn't the one that was leading the chart. Like the offense, multiple weapons, high powered, running it, throwing it, Hurts going crazy, scoring a lot of points. Even in the playoffs, they dropped 30 on the Niners, dropped 30 on the Giants. Here you are. And eventually the defense didn't make the plays that they needed to. So
Yeah, and I think the big key when you get to the Super Bowl, especially the playoffs, but Super Bowl in general, whichever team doesn't make a mistake is going to win. And Mahomes has shown in the playoffs that he's matured enough to where he's not going to take
he's not
an
going rogue.
unnecessary mistake unless you have him down and then he has to kind of run and gun. But he's not going to go rogue. He's going to
I
stay to his game plan. And I just
yeah.
don't think Purdy's going to. I think Purdy
Yeah,
is going to
just
try
like
to
those
make a
other games,
play.
like we had said it in the other games, he's going to give you one
Oh my God.
or
How many
two.
times can you just flip one over the middle?
Like the Packers game, he gave them 2. He gave them an interception and a pick six, and they dropped them both.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs are not going to drop them.
Mm-mm.
They're not. They're like Purdy's going to give you a couple shots at it. Even the Lions, who there's someone who had hands on an interception or went
Oh,
off his head,
yeah.
went off his face, and then IU caught it at the 1 yard line. Like stuff like that
I
will
don't think
not
that's going to
happen
happen
against the
again.
Chiefs. It's just not.
No.
So yeah,
I really am interested to see how Purdy's going to do with this, especially with the high praise he's gotten. I think what's going to happen is, and it's going to be a tough fall, is that it's going to show he's a good second-year quarterback, man. But when he gets it with Spags, who's got a great defensive scheme, I really think the Chiefs are going to be pressuring him all night long. Chris Jones is going to be in his face because I'm thinking about the Niners' offensive line. They have Trent Williams, who's an all-star, and then the rest of it's kind of just like it's okay, but he
yeah,
has to make plays. I see Spags putting Chris Jones right in the center, right at nose guard. And even if he doesn't get home, Chris Jones is athletic enough that he can affect the passing lanes.
yeah.
I just don't unless, like you said, unless we get a Kittle masterclass, which actually would be kind of interesting to see a Kittle versus Kelsey kind of masterclass back
Yeah,
and forth would be cool. But I feel like the Niners. I just think the Chiefs are gonna win it, man.
I
Like
do. I
I
think this is
cannot
dynasty
fade
time right
Mahomes.
here.
Yeah, I mean the
I think it's
guy.
dynasty fulfilled.
He's making plays when he needs to.
3 Super Bowls in 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking like a little Brady run right here.
That's kinda where I'm at. He's kinda got me at the point where it's like when I would see Brady in the playoffs, it's like, "Well, I'm not gonna pick
I'm not
against
gonna
him. Like,
say
what am
no.
I
Yeah,
gonna
like
do?"
so they have a fate run and win it.
Yeah.
Sure, the Niners could definitely win it, but I think if you simulate this game 100 times, Chiefs win about 70,
Yeah.
75 just off of
Yeah.
quarterback and scheme and better defense.
Yeah.
I do think the Chiefs might be able to run the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously McCaffrey's gonna get his for the most part, but I just don't like how it could look if they are behind. Now, if the Niners
Right.
get the ball and they go down and score first
It'll be a
drive,
different game.
And then if maybe Bosa and Chase Young can get a pass rush going, okay, now we can get something. I'm just laying this on if they play how they did the last 2 games, there is not a shot in hell they're going to win. I get it that the Niners fans will say, well, we came back in the other games. Okay, buddy.
Try to get some Mahomes. This is not.
That's
He's not.
Jordan Love and the youngest team that's ever made the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
And the same old, not the same old Lions, but basically,
Yeah.
you're going against the also young ass Lions, young as hell, with MCDC trolling basically the second half.
Yeah.
This is Andy Reid and Mahomes. This is a whole nother battlefield. So
Yeah, this
yeah,
is
we'll
where
see.
now the big question is people were saying what happens to Kyle Shanahan's legacy if he loses this one. It's like he's a great coach, but
there
he
is no
can't
legacy.
he can't win in big games. Like
Yeah.
this would be the third Super Bowl he's
Yeah, if
choked.
they lose to the Chiefs again,
Can't do it.
yeah.
So that's why when I heard that, Purdy's just playing with house money, it's like in a way kind of Mahomes is playing with house money. Like the guy's already got a cemented legacy.
Yeah, like you expect Mahomes to win. I get what they're saying is Purdy's playing with house money to the fact of like they didn't expect him to
Right. Be
him
the starter.
as a human to be
Yeah.
here. Now, another conversation could be had around could basically anybody playing quarterback for that team make the Super Bowl? I mean, like, is Zach Wilson taking him there? Probably not. But like, you had
Maybe.
Jimmy G in there that took him there, so it's not a crazy thing to say, oh well, what if Mac Jones? Well, what if
Right. What if
Jared
Trey
Goff,
Lance? What
obviously.
if Trey? Yeah.
Yeah, whoever. Like, sure. That's a conversation that can be had. Like Purdy has been playing with house money ever since he became a starter in the NFL because
100%.
he was the last pick and he was the third string. So he's just like, well, shit,
I'm
this is
happy to be here.
awesome. Even if it doesn't go well in San Francisco, he'll probably get a shot on another team to do something.
100%.
Now, for him to continuously be the starter, he doesn't necessarily have to win this game, but he's got to play well. He can't go out there and throw for 170, 1 interception, and do basically nothing.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna like we said, we looked at their salary cap, player stuff. Like in 2 more years, they're gonna have to pay him. So if he doesn't get one in these next couple tries, you're fucked basically. Because is he gonna lead you? Imagine taking out Debo, taking out Kittle.
Probably Kittle. Yeah.
And then probably Trent Williams is retired and Chase Young will be gone anyway. And imagine you can only get one of Fred Warner or Greenlaw.
Yeah.
And you can get one of Hufanga and Charvarius Ward. You can't get them all.
Yeah.
Then what happens? It's going to be interesting. You can't go get Hargrave in free agency. You got to pick between Hargrave and Armstead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, I think he also has to play better than Jimmy G because if he plays worse than Jimmy G did
Yeah,
against
they're
a
just going to
younger
say
Chiefs
he's Jimmy
team, it's
G.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's just Jimmy G. So I kind of feel like there's more pressure on Purdy than anyone else.
I think there's more pressure than people are putting on him.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, you can't go out there and
You can't stick up the joint.
yeah, you can't even really play. You could play average and win.
Right.
You could play average and win. You could play bad. You could do anything and win. Maybe even if he plays bad and win, though, you're gonna like the camp. There will be a Purdy's the guy camp.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be in that camp if he plays like shit and they still win.
I won't be either because I'm
But
in
he
the
did win a
same
Super Bowl,
camp
so
as
it's like
you.
I mean, sure, like I can't talk shit really. Like
No, if you win the game, you win the game. But I just feel like this roster was built so well that you could put in any competent quarterback. Like I think if they had CJ Beathard in there, I think they're still in the same
yeah,
position.
like I wish we could. I wish there was a way to test shit like that out, but
Yeah.
we kind of can because it's like we watched this game with Jimmy G, like
Yeah.
like we did. It was crazy. And then I have a lot of Niners friends that say we were winning games in spite of Jimmy G. And I'm like, if you go to the Super Bowl though, like, and you're saying it's in spite of our quarterback, like that almost feels a little disrespectful. Like
Yeah, it is.
it couldn't
No,
have been
100%.
that bad if you made the Super Bowl, right? Like you can't
Surely
just
not,
be
right?
horrible. And we've never like Purdy's not horrible,
Yeah.
but he's also not the MVP of the league. That's kind of how our stance has been on this whole thing. He ain't that good.
Let me check Jimmy Garoppolo's like playoff stats and see how those were. Because I don't remember them being anything crazy. But like they were on line with what Purdy was doing.
Yeah, and you can make the argument Jimmy G had a worse squad.
He did. No question. He didn't have a McCaffrey. He had a younger Kittle. He had a Debo that was hurt most
He
of
didn't
the
even
time.
have Ayuk.
Didn't have Ayuk. I mean, his defense wasn't as good.
I'm gonna look up. Hold on.
I mean, he had Richard Sherman on his last year.
Yeah, getting cooked.
Yeah. Okay, so he had a 75.9 quarterback rating. Or no, just rating overall in 2019. 2020 was 2019 when they went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, 2019 to 2020 season. So the Super Bowl was the
Okay,
2020
right.
Super Bowl. They choked hard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs scored 21 and 7. Yeah, so like this is like Jimmy G threw 2 picks. Yup. You had Mostert at running back.
Yep.
Kendrick Bourne, Emmanuel Sanders were the 2 receivers. I mean, I guess you could put Debo in there like as the other receiver. So like it was Debo, Kendrick Bourne, and Emmanuel Sanders and
Mm-hmm.
Kittle. And then you had Buckner before he went to the Colts. You had Bosa, Greenlaw, Armstead. Like you had majority the same guys. You probably had less at corner. You basically had about the same level of defense and a worse offense.
Yeah.
And there you go. So if like it, yeah.
I mean,
So
we got Tevin Coleman in the
Purdy
rotation
equals
here.
Jimmy G. So that's basically what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you just look at the numbers, especially when Frisco got McCaffrey, like Jimmy G was doing the same thing Purdy was
Got hurt
because he
that game.
realized, yeah, he's like, oh, this guy's pretty good. Let me just get him the rock and let him run. So yeah, I mean, he has to play better than Jimmy G. Otherwise, the comparisons are just going to look like they're right. Like, okay, you're just like Jimmy G, but younger and cheaper. Yeah, we'll be going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, we're
We will
taking
not be
Chiefs.
fading them.
I know who's also taking Chiefs. Bring him up. Pull him up. Pull him up.
Stooge of the week.
Classic, man. Super Bowl week. This guy's getting pissed drunk. DUI, right? Is that what it ended up being? Driving while was he driving?
Yeah, he was driving.
Yeah.
I think they got him driving while intoxicated.
Didn't they say this is his third one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like don't you go to like jail or like surely his driver's license is revoked, right? Like you can't have 3 DUIs. Like
I'm thinking so. I thought. Let
you
me
would
double
know.
check
You would
it.
know. Your
I
dad
think
would know.
I think he got instead of a DUI. I think he got the one right under it, which is like driving while
DWI?
intoxicated. Yeah.
But you can't
Let me
get 3.
see.
Eventually you have to have license probation or like some sort of
I'm sure there is, and I'm
like you
sure like my
we
dad would
can't let
definitely
this
know.
man drive.
No.
It's insane. Get this man off the streets.
His 6th arrest for driving while intoxicated.
Yeah, how after number 3, buddy, get him off the road.
We cannot be having this. That is insane.
Yeah, like
6 is wild.
he has to have how many DWIs can you get? How many can you get? I mean, I know you can get like an infinite
As
amount.
many as you want.
Okay, this is DUI and DWI. It's kind of they lumped it into one thing. Okay, so the first one, it's a $1,000 fine.
Jeez. Okay.
You could get jail time.
Okay.
12 points added to your license. I don't know what that really means. And suspension up to 6 months.
Yeah, I think 3 points equals like a suspension to your license. I think. If you get 3 speeding tickets in a row and you don't.
A DWI is
Barely?
less serious than a DUI, and potential penalties are still severe. Like I don't know. I know it's different sometimes per state. Maybe is it a
Yeah.
state thing? Yeah.
Could be. I mean, it honestly could just come down to that's Mahomes' dad, and they're
Fines
like,
up to 500, jail time 2 months, whatever. Driver's license suspension. Okay, how many has he had?
6.
Yeah. How was this guy not in jail? 4th DUI penalty. Okay. Under Maryland law, okay, a fourth DUI in under 5 years is subject to the same penalties as a third DUI. Well, let's go back up to the third. Okay. Fines up to $3,000. Mandatory minimum jail time of 10 days. Jail sentences up to 3 years. So I guess he could have 6, and literally he got his first one when he was 19, and then another one when he's 22, and then I
Yeah.
guess because for your third one, your license gets revoked for a year and a half, and you have to go to like a counseling, drug and
Right.
abuse counseling program, whatever.
Rehab.
Fourth time, you could do it's 3 years jail. You have to. Well, I don't know if you have to, but like
So
get your
something.
license revoked again. Like what? How many could just take it away?
Yeah, at this point, I don't think you're
If you get
safe
3,
on the road,
I think
man.
3 should be 3 strikes, you're
3
out.
strikes, you're out.
First
Yeah.
one, obviously not a warning. You should get fined, license like suspended, or I don't know what you got to something.
Yeah.
Second time, get this guy into some damn counseling. Third time, you're out, buddy.
You're in the
You
pen.
can't get
You're
pissed
done.
drunk and get caught 3 times. Like
I won't have it.
I won't
Tired of it.
have it on our streets. Okay,
Yeah,
won't do it.
that is
But he's just
insane.
excited. Super Bowl's coming up. His son's about to turn into the GOAT. He's almost the GOAT already. Like he's getting close.
Yeah, I mean,
If he wins 3, like he's like I've seen all the things of like Brady in his first whatever years, and like in the first 5 year or in the 5-year Super Bowl run, like for this
yeah.
little dynasty, like they have a better playoff win percentage. He's throwing for more touchdowns, less interceptions. Like he's a Jesus out there, bro. It's insane. It's insane.
What he's doing, I was gonna say, is like it reminds me of Tom Brady, but he's way more athletic. But
Yeah.
he's choosing now. The main issue that I had with him when he first came in the league was he was so incredibly talented and could make like the 500-yard passing and all this and that. But he would make like ill-advised throws to try to like thread the needle to Tyreek in double coverage, which
Yeah.
now he's like, I don't need to make that play because my defense is gonna keep us in the game. So he has that playmaking ability still, though. So that's
Yeah.
why I think he's gonna end up being the GOAT, which is scary. And then there's the
Yeah.
potential, though, that they're saying that Caleb Williams could be the next him, which means like, how does that whole thing go?
Yeah. It's just like
It's insane.
it's so similar to it's the same thing I had with like Brady, where they're in the Super Bowl, they're in the playoffs, and you're like, well, they're just gonna like
They're just gonna win.
him and Belichick. They're just gonna find a way. Same thing with Andy Reid and Mahomes. Now, the one thing that is, I've been seeing people like say that Mahomes gets too much credit, which like I get a little, but I've seen people say like, oh, people should be praising Andy Reid for like doing. I'm like, like if
He
you
just
want to go 50-50, like okay, whatever, but
okay.
like it's not like Andy Reid won the Super Bowl in Philly either. Like,
No, no, it
it's
didn't. I mean,
situation. It's like it's how you get like is Mahomes doing this if he got drafted by the Bears? Probably
probably
not.
not.
It's all situation. Like you can't compare someone else's what coulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like if Bryce Young was on the Texans, he's probably doing better.
Yeah.
If CJ Stroud went to the Panthers, maybe he does a little better. They're probably still getting slammed because you're throwing to Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
That's your best target.
DJ Chark.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's not good.
so it's all about like where you go, where you end up.
To me, the fact that he called game by throwing the ball over the top to MVS.
Yeah, that was insane.
And he said earlier when they, I think they had lost to Green Bay, and he said, "I just need to take something off the ball instead of saying catch the ball."
Yeah.
And you can actually see him take some power off of it. To
Mhm.
me, it's like, okay, he deserves a lot of credit for this run because that he's got MVS catching the ball, and the guy seems like he's allergic to catching it. Let's call it
That's
what
what
it
I'm
is.
saying.
Like if you're having him, you forced him to catch it. It hit him in the face, and he had no choice. So if you're doing that, like of course, that's how people try to break up a dynasty by, saying who
Yeah.
gets more credit. I don't think Andy Reid really cares. He just wants his cheeseburgers.
Yeah, guy just wants to vibe out, drink a beer, have a cheeseburger
Hey,
post game.
hell yeah.
Should give him a beer shower. That'd be sweet.
Have him shotgun a beer on the podium.
That would be sweet too. I'm gonna
Jason, you know what?
guess.
Travis needs to bring out Jason's Super Bowl fit that he wore when the Eagles won in the parade.
Fucking
fucking
numbers fit.
all-seeing eyes.
Yeah. I
He's
think
that.
I'm gonna guess um, Super Bowl score. I'm gonna just get it
Okay.
out in the world right now.
Okay.
27-17 Chiefs. That's my prediction. McCaffrey scores twice for
Okay.
the Niners. That's how they get that, and then they get another field goal. That's their 17. And I got Pacheco scoring. I got Kelsey scoring, and I have. It's gonna be somebody rogue as shit. It's gonna be like
It's gonna be Tony.
Watson,
It's gonna
or
be Tony.
yeah, or MVS is gonna catch. You're like, what's going on here? It's meant to happen. MVS is gonna have a full character arc, completion, like, and that's how it'll end.
I mean,
That's my prediction.
I'm fighting
My
between
full prediction.
27-24 Chiefs and 31-21 Chiefs.
I just see this being double digits. I don't know. Maybe I'm overdoing it. It's just like from the games I've watched, like the Chiefs haven't
Right.
really just been slaughtering anybody, so that does give me some concern. But like, I just don't think if the Niners get behind, they're
So
gonna.
the reason I think that Mahomes, first of all, they said I think every single Super Bowl Mahomes has been in that he's, like I said, he's won because I can't remember how many points he scored against Brady. So I'll say I guess the 2 Super Bowls that he's won, he scored over 30 points to do it.
Yeah.
And I think we could all agree that that Ravens defense is way better than the Niners defense, right?
Yeah. I just don't think he'll have to score that many points.
Yeah. I just think it's going to be a race to 30, and I think Mahomes will get 31. Because I think
Okay.
Butker is going to have to kick at least one.
Buck will get one. Buck will get one.
Oh, no, like, because now
I
I'm
almost want to say
fighting
Mahomes
with
is gonna
10.
run one in. That's the thing.
That's what I'm feeling
What's
too,
the
like a
spread on
little
this game?
2.5 to the Niners.
2.5
I'll
to
take
the
the under.
Niners.
I'll take that
What's
under.
the over? What's the over under on this shit?
That's a good point. I don't know. Didn't look.
47.5. So I have it going. What did I say?
You have it going under.
I have,
You have 24.
I had
17.
27 to
What's
17.
17, so that's
That's 42.
44?
Yeah, it's under. It's under.
It's under. I think the under's going to hit.
It's Niners 1.5 now. It's been getting bet Chiefs a lot.
Ooh. Now it's 1.5?
Yeah.
It's going to end up being a neutral. It's just going to be the.
Think it'll get all the way there?
It might.
What did it open at? It
It
opened.
at
It opened 2.5.
2.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opened at 2.5.
I would definitely take that money line.
I would just say fuck it and take Chiefs money line if I were to do it. Like, what's the point
Yeah.
giving me points? It's not going to be a 1-point game. I really don't think it's going to be like, oh, the Niners win by 1.
I mean, yeah.
Like, you know, we are stooges, so it's not like we know shit.
No, we don't know shit about anything when it comes to football. I mean, I would say I'm definitely choosing Chiefs money line, and I'm betting the under for sure.
Okay.
And I'm betting. I feel like I'm debating whether McDuffie is going to get a pick or someone on.
It's going to be somebody rogue, bro. It's going to be Nick.
Or it's going to be like Tranquil. Tranquil's going to get one.
Who's there? Let me look.
Bolton could.
One of the linebackers will get like a rogue interception.
I'm saying, or is Chris Jones going to just freaking one-man army tip it and catch it himself and just.
Yeah, it could be. Willie Gay for interception. And we're going to get a George Karlaftis forced fumble.
I could see that. I could see it.
Look it.
No, I'm kind of feeling a Justin Reed. Reed or a Mike Edwards, actually. Maybe in a Mike Edwards. I feel like one of the safeties, because I know Purdy likes that post route over the top to Ayuk. Even if it's covered, he's shown he's going to throw it. And I just feel like it just depends what side Ayuk lines up on. I feel like the safeties are getting a pick. But, like, since it's going to be absolutely just crazy, it could just be Justin Reed.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just going to be someone trolling is going to make a play.
Yeah. Like last year, it was Nick Bolton ran a fumble for a touchdown. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is some bullshit.
Yeah, this is some horseshit, I'll tell you that. Yeah, so it's going to be crazy.
There you go. I mean,
that's all you got.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, at the under, ladies
Chiefs, and what are the odds Patrick Mahomes Sr. is drunk at the game? Pretty high.
Pretty high. Oh, and we gave him for Stooge of the Week. That is used to hold your marijuana because he was smoking
Nice.
some of the Ravens packs, so we got him a nice little gold
Sure.
container.
Yeah. As he should. It was a
Well,
pretty light week. I'm glad he popped up on our radar as Studio of the Week because everyone was, like
yeah,
you said, they were playing it safe.
yeah. Everybody
Nobody
was
wanted to
kind of
mess up. No one
yeah.
wanted that big publicity. Like it was the first weekend that there's no football, so nobody wanted to. Like people are looking for a story, right? You know, they're looking for something to happen, and everyone was on their best behavior except for Mr. DWI himself,
Mr. DWI. Sounds like an eyewitness news.
Mr. Piece of Shit. I drive when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing, buddy.
So this guy's gonna give us a review on the new
Oh, shit.
Apple Vision Pro.
Apple Vision Pro
Yeah, he's loving it.
does look pretty insane. I can't lie.
New Apple Vision Pro, you guys. Here, I'll take it off. I can put it down so you guys can see it. So check it out. I have been using
This guy, man.
a little bit. I have been using this guy nonstop. I have not left my room for a couple days.
I
I've
can
been
see
using
that.
it just hours on end.
Hours.
Oh, you're just gonna love it. I am loving.
This guy's loving it. Is it? It's actually out, right? Like
Think so.
Apple Vision Pro. I'm gonna buy it right now.
5K. Just throw it down real quick. Ask for it for your birthday.
Oh, facts. Might as well. Buy. How do I buy? Get started. I have to get
much is that?
started? What? I just want to buy it.
Was it like 5K or something? I think, or 3.
Oh, 3,500.
Yeah, we'll be steering clear. I mean, it's probably a fair estimate to say that this guy's penis is a piece of raw bologna right now.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
If you got,
shout out Drake.
yeah, that was absolutely insane. That was not what I thought I was gonna wake up to.
This thing looks
Yeah.
pretty insane, honestly.
Look at the amount of tissues. Oh my god.
This thing does look insane. I'll give it that. I'll give
I
it
mean,
that.
This guy's
Apple
been putting
Vision.
in work. That's a lot.
I saw a video of a guy going up and he's like ordering like a smoothie,
Mhm.
or he's like ordering some shit. I think it was at a smoothie place, and he had his Vision Pro and he didn't even take it off because he had like apparently he has social anxiety, so he had a note like you can clip things like
Yeah.
you can have windows open, and he had a notes window open of what he wanted to order, so he didn't really have to look at the guy, and he's just like with his thing on, and he's like saying, I want this with no tomato," or he's like saying whatever bullshit, and and he's like, "This is making it really easy with my social anxiety." I'm like, "You're dropping 35 hundo because you have
Don't
social
wanna talk to
anxiety. You could
people.
just go to a therapist for less.
Or
You
you
just
could
get
just
that shit
DoorDash your
fixed.
food.
You
Like,
could do a lot of different things instead of buying the Apple Vision Pro."
yeah, or you could just like you said, therapy, or just kind of get used to getting out of your comfort zone, man.
Yeah.
Like, just talk to people. They don't bite.
No.
Well, usually, unless they're Dahmer, and then they might. But
It might kill you. Kill you and eat you.
okay, you need you. Or if they're Hannibal, they'll make you eat your own brain. Which
Yeah.
I mean, it might be tasty. I don't know.
Not gonna knock it till I try it,
I won't be trying it.
Well, there you have it.
Neon, I guess, is on his gym grind, but I mean, this just doesn't bode well. I think they said this kid's 10. I don't think his boxing career is going anywhere.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
He had a good run, Neon. I mean, at least it looks like this kid like knows what he's doing, so I give him that. But it is still a child.
I mean, he did work the. I mean, he worked a. He kind of jabbed up top, went to the body, and then just came right
yeah.
back.
I mean, like Neon just has no idea what he's doing. So
Neon kind of scares me how small he really is. Like, I'm kind of
yeah.
worried.
Yeah, eat some food, bud.
You're like, because you're like, if you're famous, you have money, so you can eat. You know what I mean? Like, you can take care of yourself. You could eat some waba, maybe have a little bit
Yeah.
of protein shake. Maybe
Let's
do a
add
little
some
bit of that.
protein into there.
At this point, you might have to go to steroids or something. I don't know, some peptide.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pick. You're gonna have to pick something.
Because if a 10-year-old's kicking your ass, we got a
And
problem.
you just gave you sweet chin music.
Yeah. It's almost put you to bed. Gave you some NyQuil special. Yeah, that stuff. I don't know what that is. This was crazy. I mean, it's so stupid. Fox, ESPN, and Warner Brothers are teaming up to create a streaming platform to share sports assets across to multiple reports, I guess, whatever, according to multiple reports, whatever.
Yeah, this
mean-
I saw this, and then it's gonna be just on like it's gonna be a streaming
Mm-hmm.
service basically.
Yeah, on Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Max. Which means, as a Hulu subscriber, my shit's gonna go up monthly, whether I like it or not. So that's always
Yeah.
lovely.
That's fine. They're gonna get you somehow.
Thank you so much. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
You have to have all these different things, and then just to be able to watch all the things you could have watched when you used to have cable.
Facts.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Okay, so nothing better than a Steve Belichick graphic going to UW.
Yeah.
I mean, this graphic is sweet. Absolutely love this thing, and it gets a little better. Looks like the mascot for Zins, and
Yeah, this thing was. He looks like an absolute freak. I would go play defense for him right now. If I could. If I had eligibility, I'm in there.
he needs to be the defensive coordinator for Bama because he needs to work with
Blitz, Bama,
Roll
blitz.
Tide Willie and just blitz.
Yeah, and we could really get something going.
Oh,
That'd be
I
a
mean-
vibe. I wonder what Belichick Bill's gonna do.
Do you think he actually knows how to call defense? 'Cause I feel like Bill was calling the defense and he was just there to make.
I
really weird
think
faces.
I think he was. I think Steve was calling the defense, but he wasn't the guy in charge of the defense. If that makes sense. Like I think Bill
Right.
was still in charge of it, but he would call the play. Like Steve would actually call the plays. Obviously, Bill can say we're not fucking doing that. We're doing this, but like for the most part, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to Bill. Maybe he's just. Is this it? Is he never gonna coach again?
No, I
You
think
know
he's gonna
where
end
Bill
up,
should go? Bill should fucking be the DC at Bama. That'd be
Oh,
insane.
I just have a feeling that he's gonna end up being the head coach of the Cowboys because they're gonna get off to a rough start because they're all fighting with Dak because they finally realized what you and I have realized since the beginning of his contract. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
can't
this
get you
guy's
there.
kind of shit when it comes to playoffs. Oh
He
shit!
will
and
never ever get you there.
Yeah, and we're strapped for cash here, and what are we gonna do? So they're gonna do their own bickering. They're gonna have a tough start to the season. They're gonna fire McCarthy, bring in Belichick, and then they're gonna go on a run for destiny. And I'm not gonna like that run, but at least it's something.
Yeah, at all.
So this is okay. I don't give a shit what platform you're playing on. I don't even think I've seen Pro snap this crazy.
Yeah.
There's a little. I don't. I know computer, keyboard, and mouse can kind of go a little crazy, but that's a little too crazy.
Yeah, I know like radar is on and all these.
But still, like,
I don't know. Who is it? What's the thing's name? I'm about to look it up right now.
EOJZ? Eoges?
Yo.
Eoges? To be fair, he's playing pub, so maybe he's just getting some bot lobbies to VPNs, but
Yeah, maybe.
even just kind of snapping like that, I haven't even seen pros snap like that. They get paid to play this game. Because even if you're using your mouse, there's going to be some like fluidity to it. It's not just going to be here.
Yeah, another guy with a
here,
freaking
here.
anime Avi.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Like, bro.
That doesn't exactly.
Pluto
make-
MW3 aim clips. The hell?
Give this guy free gas.
I'm gonna always lean towards bro is hacking.
I mean,
Anytime I see people do shit like this and they're not,
like, let's put it in perspective here. A lot of people regard Scump as one of the greatest players to ever play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I don't think he's snapping like this.
yeah, I know it's I guess it's mouse and keys, so there's that, but
That's just a little crazy. Like, This one not so much. That one's okay. But that
Yeah, I don't know.
one top of state is just a little too crazy.
Either bro's crack, but then like I see people like this, and I'm like, bro, like you're doing nothing. Like you're not streaming, or you're not like God, right? Like
That's kind of also what gets me is like, okay,
3
if
years
you're
ago,
not
mouse
streaming-
cam video.
You're just looking at some wizardry.
I'm just like looking. He's just like trying to wall bang everything. He just cracked, I guess. I don't know. This is a MW3, like old MW3.
Oh,
Like yeah, like that's what he's playing right now on PC. Just like a random
Oh.
ass like. Let's just put it this way: the way he's snapping on this,
it's not
it
that.
don't look like the other one. Like this just looks like a guy who like looks kind of cracked.
What you're saying
with
is
the
one
mouse.
of these is not like
One
the
of these is not like the other at all.
Okay.
Or maybe he's just been grinding for the past 3 years and he's a god now, but it don't look the same. Let's just put it that way.
I'll tell you what, if I run up against that in ranked, definitely reporting.
Yeah, get me
I'm
out.
gonna have them take a booth review on that one.
I'm not gonna be a part of that.
I gotta tell you, the Stephen A. Smith show is getting better and better every single day.
Stephen A., what do you think winning? Who do you think? I'm sorry, at you love loss, LOS. Who do you think is winning in a street fight? Stuart Little or Ratatouille?
Ratatouille.
That's an easy one. It's Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
It's Ratatouille. Y'all didn't know? You gotta see. Listen.
Break it up.
When you think about Stuart Little versus Ratatouille, right?
Mhm.
Here's what I want you to think.
Ratatouille.
If you were about to get in a fight, if you were a boxer, for example, a UFC fighter,
Right.
and you were the dude that wore silk pajamas, that was in a 3-story single home, and you ate a full meal every 3 times a day, and you lived a life of comfort, and you were going up against a street dude who's had
Street
to
rat.
scratch and claw
Street
his
rat.
way through
Literally
life all
scratch and
his
claw.
life.
Didn't we see
Who you
this in
putting your
Creed
money
3?
on under those desperate
Basically, yeah.
situations? That's Stuart Little versus Ratatouille. You didn't think I knew that, did you? You didn't think I knew that, did you? See, Stuart Little, he lived in the confines of a nice habitat, posh, affluent lifestyle,
Damn.
comfort, meals, never had to worry about some cheese,
What?
never had to worry about any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was fine. Ratatouille, no, he had it rough. He had it rough. He a rough rider. Scratch and claw. I mean, he ain't no time, to be messing around. Ratatouille, that one, you know, he like one of those rats in the New York subways. That's what that is. That's
Or
Ratatouille.
France.
See,
Could be.
Stuart Little's the
Where
one
the
little
movie took
mice,
place.
little mouse
Right,
you
right,
found
right.
in your house that was accidentally
stole my
picked up by your
cookbook.
mama who dropped it in the sink. That's what happened to my mama. God rest her soul years ago. Woo! It ran and dropped it and ran. Scared the living hell out of my mother. God rest Janet Smith's soul. But Ratatouille? No, that's them big ass rats in the sewers of the
big-ass
New York
rat.
subway system. Well, you know, the kind that cats run from.
Okay,
know,
yeah.
I mean, the Ratatouilles of the world in the New York subway system, they the
Ratatouille.
ones that the only thing that could get them to move is the train. Outside of the train, people roll up to Ratatouilles.
Like it's a
Looking
restaurant.
at you up and down like you short. The hell you looking at? You know, bust your living, you better get out my face. I ain't moving. That's Ratatouille. Stuart Little. Stuart Little ain't even in Ratatouille's class. Ratatouille all day, every day.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, baby.
Thank you, Stephen A.
I'd have to agree. And I think in a street fight, you never know, something else could kick off after, and I know Ratatouille's got a posse. He's got real street guys that are going to
in
come
this-
out the sewer system.
Right. And then
Like he's got boys that are willing to tie up human beings and toss them into a refrigerator
and cook.
and cook, and then they'll cook
Right.
you a 5-star meal.
Right.
Like they
They're
kidnapped and abducted 2 human beings
Yeah. But they're gonna fight.
bound their hands together, and taped their mouths shut. Rats did that.
Yeah.
I'm taking Street Fight. Ratatouille. He got something. Stewart's he's getting the piss beat out of him.
It didn't Stewart. I'm trying
They
to
might
picture who
kill
Stewart
him
has.
and fry him up and eat him.
Could. Because Stewart had, well, what's the name? That he had like that one cat that was his friend or something.
He had a bunch of friends. He was kicking. He was living with humans, just
Like,
vibing out.
yeah, he had the kid.
Humans were trying to kill these rats,
Yeah.
and they didn't budge.
Yeah, they tried to
They
get
said, "Health
the,
inspector, you thought I'm dumping your ass in the storage closet."
Yeah, and then the head chef tried to shoot him with a shotgun, and they just said,
Yeah.
"All right, now we're scrapping."
These guys have survived gunfire.
Yeah,
Like
remember
that
the
lady.
grandma in the beginning?
Yeah,
She's-
grandma's trying to murder him. Couldn't even manage.
Yeah, no, I'm taking
I know-
Ratatouille.
I know who I'm taking. People from the trenches.
Ratatouille. Your team Ratatouille.
Shout out Ratatouille.
Shout out Ratatouille. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
I mean, that's a Pokemon.
Ratatouille.
Probably going Rattata there. That's a Pokemon that'll kill people.
Yeah, and he's got some powers too, if I recall. You can train him different moves, so you don't know what he's got. Like,
Yeah.
he could have some like killer dragon move or some shit, or he could
Yeah,
just have like some.
You could teach
water,
him something, yeah.
Ratatouille, he's got the boys, but we're just scrapping.
He's got the lads.
This is just. She could have actually got Stooge of the Week. Taylor Swift has reportedly threatened legal action against a social media student that tracks her private jet, saying it's, quote, stalking and harassing behavior. All right. First and foremost, every single plane, whether it's private, public, has a number on the tail.
Yeah.
It is public information to track where a plane goes.
Yeah.
Second of all, Elon Musk tried this same lawsuit, and the courts told him, public information, dickhead. Not going to happen. Now, if the courts rule in favor of Taylor Swift for the same lawsuit, that just shows you, like, hey, this is Taylor's world and we live in it. And I mean, you might as well get used to it.
Yeah.
But this is ridiculous. I mean, who gives a crap, Taylor? Like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why care? Why care?
Yeah,
She's going after someone for AI. She's going after someone for this.
Yeah, they're basically, because they're saying like you took like a 28-minute flight in your private jet, you're killing the environment. It's like, buddy, you know how many planes are going across the sky. Like, Taylor, why do you care? Why are you so mad? Who cares?
Yeah.
Don't let this little like random
troll.
ass. Yeah, like
You're
you are above
Yeah.
you are Taylor Swift. Like it ain't.
You're going to
It
your
ain't
first
that
Super Bowl
serious.
in the first year. I mean,
I
come
know.
on.
You're
One
gonna
for
have a
one.
blast.
Yeah, you'll love it. Yeah, I wonder if there's a bet that I could put for like getting shirtless Jason Kelsey, but I mean, it's like cold. It's kind of cold there, but
Yeah.
You think we get a shirtless Jason Kelsey appearance?
Maybe not during the actual Super Bowl. If they win, for sure after some videos getting leaked.
Okay.
No
I
doubt.
kind of want that low key. This one's pretty interesting. Bengals T. Higgins makes it to free agency, which I'm not quite sure he will. A team of interest could be the Jacksonville Jaguars with his college quarterback Trevor Lawrence.
Mhm.
That could be an interesting move if like they move on from Ridley, bring in T. Higgins. Could have something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the Bengals have kind of positioned themselves to pay Chase, Higgins. They already paid Burrow.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep this thing together.
I would stay. If I'm T. Higgins. Or you're gonna go to what? I mean, maybe the Jags could be fun. But other than that, it's like you're gonna go to the Patriots, or what are other teams that I've seen in that mix? I know
You
Patriots.
want to go to the
were one.
Jets?
Nope.
Try it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Buccaneers could probably use him.
I don't. Can the Jags just get out of their Ridley deal? He signed for multiple seasons, though. No, like I don't
I thought
know.
this was his last year. I thought he was on a 1 year because
He only played 1 year though.
Yeah, I think he was on a 1 year deal. Like this was the what I heard. Might have heard wrong.
Let me find out.
Do a little research on that, sucker.
Find out.
Fuck around, you're gonna find out.
He has. Where's this fucker? The wrong thing I wanted to look at. Can't even find this guy on. Is he even on the team?
Yeah. It's a big question.
Think so, right? He's on the team.
I mean, he was for a couple of games, and that was about
2020.
it. Is he locked up to 2025?
Maybe further. Maybe not.
I thought they said he. had
Maybe
an
he's never
expiring
on the
deal.
team ever again.
Maybe that's why he's not pulling up. Is because
Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Because I know they
Hmm.
traded. He got traded from Atlanta, and I thought he had like 2 years left on his deal, but he had to spend 1 year.
Yeah,
as
he's a free
extension.
agent. He's a free agent this year.
Okay.
Weirdly, yeah. They'll have Kirk and like all the other guys basically still, but yeah, maybe.
T. Higgins falling in there wouldn't be a bad thing.
Okay, all right, T.
Could be interesting. All right. Gina Carano suing Disney and Lucasfilm for wrongful termination in a lawsuit funded by Elon Musk. What baby, Elon?
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, if I forgot, I honestly forgot that
Some
this
guy
like
swept
had
under the rug.
happened. Yeah, I think it was pretty like valid lawsuit by her though. No, like she basically
Yeah.
just said some right wing quote unquote stuff, and they are like, okay, get her the fuck out.
You're out of here. Thank you.
Yeah,
We'll
thank
find somebody else.
you. And we didn't. They just like kind of like
Faded her out.
shuffled her character off into the unknown universe. Like, oh yeah, she became a thing and she's doing stuff.
She got struck by the Death Star. Like the Death Star's not here
Yeah.
anymore. She got struck. by
Yeah,
the
I think
Death
they in
Star.
the story they said she became a not a ranger, but like a higher up in the
Yeah.
military police
Yeah.
type of vibe, and she's off doing her own shit. It's like, okay, buddy, yeah.
We all
Sounds
know.
good. Sounds
She's
good.
not. She didn't. This is kind of crazy. This one's pretty funny. Lil Jon is coming out with a guided meditation album.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be dabbling in that, but someone else dabble and then let me know.
Imagine you're thinking you're gonna get some like nice, serene, like just take a deep breath,
Yeah.
enjoy the weather, and you hear, yeah.
Yeah, somebody try this out and let us know how bad it is.
Honestly, as soon as it comes out, I might have to listen to it.
Yeah, just to see what it's actually all about.
Is it seriously just 3, 6, 9? Count each time, focus on your breath so you calm your mind. Then you're
It
getting
could
low.
be.
Get low. Get
Did he
low.
come out with 10 fully new songs? He might have. But you gotta
He
have
calls
some of
it
the hits. You
meditation.
gotta have some of the hits in there just to like get me excited a little bit.
That's like how he does it. He like puts his new songs in between meditations. So if someone else does the guided meditation, like this girl with a nice voice, kind of calms you down. And then
Yeah,
he just comes in right underneath and just gets you hyped.
comes right back in with the hammer, with the hits.
That is crazy. Yeah, this is either a Cat in the Hat type hammer or this is like some shit you would see. Or like from The Mask, when he would just like pull out.
Why is it so bendy? Is it just they can get a little more zip on it if you're skilled?
I don't know.
Maybe it's so they don't have to bend down really to hit it. They can kind of just use some centrifugal force.
I'm not 100% sure what the goal is here because I don't know if we're trying to break this down or what we're trying to do. But we're
Yeah,
hitting down here.
or we're putting these under. We're trying to jam them underneath, maybe.
Maybe.
We're trying to lodge these underneath. That's my.
No, but he's missing.
Are they missing, or are they so precise we can't even tell?
I mean, that's a good point. You might have a point there. But like, he just like he's missing everything down here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much happening, but
He's more focused on the cigarette, which I respect.
Yeah.
Get your nicotine in there, bud. Boom. Cool tobacco, actually. I don't know. Just get some weird shit that comes through my feed. This guy, I mean, like we always provide you fat stooge doing some dumb shit, and this one takes the cake. I don't know why we're trying to lift the whole damn barbecue.
Dead.
He might be dead.
He could be dead.
Might have broke his leg for sure.
Yeah. His leg's broken. He has a concussion. His neck might be broken, and he may be dead.
He
But I
might.
hope it was worth it. I think he just like tried so hard that he passed out basically on the way down.
What is this?
This is they use this sometime in like in strongman competitions. They'll call it like the log press.
Okay.
And they'll cut little things out of the log so you can push it. So you'll like practice with something like this. It's kind of like it. That's
Why
all
does
I
this one
know.
look like a barbecue?
Yeah, it kind of does.
We just put the doors on top, put a little legs underneath it, and we could be having a
Yeah, I
cookout.
think they just use this to practice because you know exactly how much it's gonna weigh instead of finding freaking logs. They
right.
just like
and
build
seeing,
something like this to push it. But my boy pushed himself a little too hard, I think.
Yeah, it went up, and then we're. Oh. Yeah, that leg's fucked.
Yeah, that basically took the full force right on its. Yeah.
T's and P's, bud. T's and
yeah.
P's.
Hope you recover.
Don't know what that was. Okay. You do something like this, we're fighting. You're gonna see the ratatouille in me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Brownies out of Sponge's prank on my BF.
Babe, I made you some brownies if you want. You don't have to eat it now. I don't know if you want it.
I don't fucking leave this.
I know.
The fuck is this shit? Bro, I should have fucking known when you do something for me, I know it's fucking bullshit. What is that?
It's chocolate brown.
A chocolate brownie.
What?
You motherfucker. A chocolate brownie? Why is it fucking blue? It tastes like soap, asshole.
What?
This guy's the most New Yorker you ever.
That is insanely New York.
Fucking tastes like soap, you dickhead.
Yeah, asshole.
Yeah, so. I mean, if you don't disrespect.
Yeah, why
brownies,
like
man.
why are you being a piece of shit?
At that point, you've earned hands. There's no question. Like, okay, all right. And then you wasted the chocolate. You wasted some sprinkles. You damn near got me every time I'm gonna eat brownies. Now I gotta check it. Is it a fucking sponge?
No,
It's gonna
facts.
taste like fucking soap. I mean, that's just.
What?
What the fuck is that?
I
Fuck
don't like
is
sponge
that?
cake.
The fuck is that? Huh?
You don't use a real sponge, asshole. I'm gonna fucking throw up. Bro, and you watch this, you motherfucker. You're fucking jerk off.
You fucking jerk off. Yeah.
Fucking jerk off.
Fucking
Brownie.
jerk off.
Eat it.
No, I'm not eating that shit. It's a fucking sponge, asshole. This is SpongeBob fucking pussy. It's not eating, bro.
Okay.
Every time you do
That's
something,
new.
I already know
I've
it's
never
fucking
heard that.
bullshit, bro. I'm tired of this shit, man.
So they are
guy's
probably
pissed.
not together anymore.
No, this guy's over it.
I would be. That right there would be.
This guy's tired of it.
Then you're sitting around the dinner table with the family. Hey, what happened to Nicole? Yeah, we're not together anymore. Why? Well,
Yeah.
she decided to be a fucking asshole, and said she made me some brownies. Right? Got chocolate coated, little sprinkles just the way I like them, the way mine used to make them. Oh, absolutely. I bite into the fucking thing. She says it's sponge cake. Sponge
Sponge.
cake my ass.
It's a sponge.
It's a fucking sponge, and she fucking used it to clean the dishes. She's a big old jerk off. I'm done with her. That's probably how the conversation went.
That's verbatim,
That's
actually.
verbatim. That's eyewitness news. That's what you just got was a live recreation. So I hope you like it. And if you liked it, why not hit the subscribe button?
There you go.
Come on.
Do it.
Come
You
on.
jerk off.
What? Do it because Stone Cold said so. I don't know. If we get to what if we get to a certain amount of subscribers, we'll do something stupid.
Yeah, we'll do some dumb shit. Not
Mm.
sure what.
Have like 2 buzz balls and then do an episode. Because we don't edit. So whatever's
No.
coming through,
No.
we're posting.
Yeah,
So.
it's straight up.
So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we get to 50 subscribers, chug 2 buzz balls
Yeah.
right before we start live.
Maybe
on
3.
camera.
I don't know. Maybe a full.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe a
a
full
Four
little-
Loco.
Okay.
Who
No.
knows?
Now we're talking a little Four Loco. We might not survive that episode, but hey, whatever we need to do. All right.
Hell?
James Dolman here. I kind of agree with him. Any man who could do this should be allowed to. If you're willing to take the risk to piss over your own head and you can swish it into the toilet,
It's impressive.
yeah. And I mean, who am I to hate on your talent, Like, I thought this was a world, we're trying to be inclusive to all, but we're just getting
Yeah,
into
I mean,
acrobatics.
so someone had to get caught doing this, basically.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking because of in the plane, the ceiling's not
Yeah,
like
you're
pretty
not gonna
low.
have.
Unless you're throwing a bullet like you're Patrick Mahomes threading the needle, but then it's hitting you. So I don't know. Unless you're
Yeah.
shorter and then you're pissing over. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know
Just-
from our height, if we try something like that in an airplane bathroom, it's hitting all over the ceiling and it's just piss everywhere and they're pissed.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah. It's like, have you seen there's certain bathrooms? I saw like the best bathrooms in America where in the urinal, it's got like a 3-point line, a 2-point line, a half court shot.
Yeah.
Hey, man. You're a bitch if you don't try the half court.
You gotta at least give it a go.
Yeah. Okay. This is kind of interesting. So we've all heard of chariot racing. I give you a redneck twist on it. How about motorcycle chariot racing? So I don't know what the jockeys do anymore because there's no motivating the horse or kind of keeping them on track. Can you like smack someone in the mouth or something? Like, what do we?
I mean, he's got to steer this thing.
Yeah.
We ain't got time. If you try and punch this guy,
rip over.
you're going into the stands because you got to use that hand to steer.
That's a good point. How are we steering both of these? That's a bigger question.
It's because
Is
one,
it just
it's
one
just the
handle
ropes.
each?
Yeah, it's just the ropes. And you put them on the
Okay.
outside, and you're either going right or left.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought these were like Dollar Tree lights that they just tied to it.
No, these
those,
are
like,
the
tube
ropes for
lights?
sure. Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
quite impressive. I'll give him that.
I'll give them that. All right, I got a little more respect for it now.
Yeah,
But
these
I'm-
guys are. I mean, it's a packed out house too.
I mean, I kind of want to know where the next
Yeah,
one
are
is.
they
I might have to
they
show
doing
up.
this in the Coliseum?
Pull up, LA.
Like, there's a lot of this is like a full stands. Like, there's a lot of people here for some reason.
Seems like something in the UK or like over in Europe for sure.
I don't know. I feel like this is as American as it gets right here.
That's a good point.
Just because it's motorcycles.
I think this would be.
If it was buggies, probably
Yeah.
Italy.
True. I think it's just like it when they say that they're trying to come out with Gladiator 2. This is what it would be. They'd be like, "Oh, the chariots are out. Make sure you keep your formation. It's just these assholes."
Yeah.
Motorcycles going around. I don't know. So yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, I have a new thing to watch religiously now. If I find out what, I might have to check into that updating on Rome. Maybe that's where it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to do some more research on that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, the idea of this is cool. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's a bed that when it senses like an earthquake is happening, it will drop you down into like a safe compartment. So if the building collapses, you're still safe.
Hey.
The premise of it sounds good.
Whoever invented the earthquake
Until you're
bed
looks
was a
terrifying.
genius. It doesn't
Yeah.
look any different than a regular bed.
Right.
But when there's a big earthquake, the vibrations will be captured by the bed's high-precision sensors, and then the person and the mattress fall into this big box. All this will be done quickly before the house collapses. The case is made of high-strength alloy steel, and is supported by a number of solid steel. Normal wall collapses can't harm it. The bottom of the crate contains not only a large amount of food and water, as well as firefighting and medical supplies. With side vents, there's no need to worry about oxygen deprivation. The exterior of the box is covered with a layer of fireproof material. Don't worry if there's a fire outside. It can even send a distress signal to the outside world, so that the rescue team.
I thought you are the distress signal. You're yelling because you're in a metal box and it's on fire.
Yeah, or they're just looking for that. I mean, I guess it's a good idea. Like how, if you're in like what places have freaking earthquakes like this all the time, where your house collapses on you. None. Chile probably.
Maybe Chile.
Japan, I know they have some, but typically they
Yeah.
just get hit with the tsunamis more than like the actual earthquakes. Maybe we're due for a big one. Maybe the California people we should be investing in these.
Investing in this.
And how accurate are the sensors? Like,
That's a good point.
what if I bang my knee on my bed
It's
and then it just like I
Into
get
the
sent to the
depths.
shadow realm? Like,
But like, okay, you can say that the box is covered in a fire retardant material, right?
Yeah.
What you didn't say is that's a metal box and there's fire by it. The metal's gonna heat up. And now you're just in basically a steel oven.
Yeah, my thing was more of like, okay, there's a fire around you. You sure have the vents to breathe, but am I not
The fire's
breathing in
coming.
smoke and I just die? I
I mean,
just right? Is that not a thing?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, look,
A lot of questions,
if
a
you're
lot
in
of
a
trial and
scenario like
error we're gonna
this,
need here, I think.
yeah, if you're in a scenario like this, I mean, you're just happy to get out with your life. I'm just saying the design of this. We might need to do a little bit of testing because
Yeah.
that's a good question. Like, how accurate is that sensor? What if, because I roll around when I sleep, what if I roll over and like I hit my arm on something on the bed
Sure.
and it shakes? Now I'm in the shadow room.
And can find it at the first time. Meanwhile, there are many styles of earthquake beds to choose from.
Many styles,
In
okay.
addition to the regular box, there are also lifting models, sliding models, double doors open models, even the gullwing doors on cars.
What if you just happen to sit up as those doors come down and you're just
Oh, you're just yeah. How fast does it have to drop? Like
do I get a countdown? Does
could
it
get
warn
real
me?
ugly. I get literally my head gets chopped off.
Are fitted with it. So do you think this earthquake bed can save your life in the event of an earthquake?
I mean, I think it could.
This looks like something out of a horror house.
Yeah, it does.
You're in the abyss.
You're in hell.
You are in the abyss.
You're in the thick of it.
I will not be investing in it. Look, if the building's gonna collapse on me,
Yeah,
I'm dead
I'm
anyways.
dead.
So who
Yeah,
cares?
it's-
Okay,
it's
it's
GG.
over. It's GG's.
I had a good
We
run.
kind of already went through this, but
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah,
took this
there you
one,
go.
the SR tuning that you were talking about. The amount of SR earned after wins early on in a player's rank play journey has been increased. I kind of like this because I get kind of pissed off when I'll solo queue and you'll get that one guy that just wants to play for stats and like you could get a team win, but instead he's just getting random kills, flipping spawns and like hard point, and you end up losing and you're like, well, I'm so glad you got your extra kills, but we're kind of fucked. So it's kind of an incentive now to
Yeah.
play a team game. And then I do like the increasing of the competitiveness. I just there's no answer here to like upping the anti-cheat because that's kind
Yeah,
of
how
the
about
main
we get
problem.
less cheaters? I would like that.
Could be great, especially like
some
on
point.
S&D. It kind of makes it a little shit show.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is kind of insane. So another big fat stooge just going after it. This guy climbed the Vegas sphere here. I don't. Why?
Why not?
I did see the video that someone said The Simpsons predicted this when it's Homer Simpson from the movie and he's got the super glue in his hands and he's climbing the dome.
Yeah. I don't know if you can just pick anything and say the Simpsons predicted it. We're getting a little we're stretching. I'm waiting for them to do a Super Bowl one. Like the Simpsons
Yeah.
predicted the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. I'm like, you guys keep recycling and just freaking changing the names in the top. We can't do this every year. The Simpsons didn't predict everything.
What if the Simpsons just have the script? Like they write it.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Like you think you're tough shit, huh?
Yeah.
Guess what, jerk off? We run this shit. Them and their Dunkin' Donuts. I just don't know what you're gonna do when you're at the top of it, and I don't think getting down is gonna be very easy. Like, how did we look? He's just pixel by pixel, or like
Yeah, I don't know. Or got Tom Cruise or something?
I feel like they could have sent like a pulse out there that would cause him to fall. You know,
I don't know if you want
4D setup.
Good for you, dude. I hope it was all worth it.
He's probably going to jail, so I don't know.
Yeah, more than likely.
This guy's a rat bastard. This guy deserves to get his ass kicked by at least 5 people, maybe 6.
More than 5 years. There's a death penalty.
Maybe. No, he deserves the death at the end of for William Wallace, the end of Braveheart.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Amazon driver was fired after stealing a customer's dog from their yard.
You can't do that.
You son of a bitch. We trust you to deliver our packages.
Yeah, and you steal my pup.
Yeah.
Some bullshit is what it is.
He might end
I'm sure
up
it'd be
with
easy
a,
to find him though.
Well, he might end up with a John Wick situation. We saw what happened when you fuck with his dog. This is John Wick's puppy.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez,
Now
even
you're
if it's not, I'll go kill somebody. You can steal my dog.
Yeah.
You're dead,
GG's,
bud.
pal.
Should be
GG.
pretty easy to find out who this guy is though.
Why would you steal a puppy?
Yeah, what's probably a cute puppy though.
That is a cute puppy. Yeah. Maybe he thought fair trade, I give you
Yeah.
I take dog. And then he got back and they're like, we don't take transactions like that. We get go put the
Facts.
dog back. Yeah. It's not a good look, pal. And this is it's almost like we called this.
Yeah, I mean,
said
saw
this
this
the
one coming
moment he
from a
retired.
mile away.
Nick Saban will be joining College Game Day next year. At a baby, Nick Saban.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Alongside
mean,
host Reese Davis, Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit,
we can get
Desmond
Corso out
Howard,
of there.
Pat McAfee. He's gonna take over for Corso.
Yeah, let's let him just ride off into the sunset.
We can't be sending.
This has
Coach
got to
Corso.
be. Just say it's his last year coming up, and let's just.
We can't send Corso to Montana anymore. I won't watch it.
Yeah, we
can't
can't
do
keep. We got to phase this guy out because there's only so much more until he dies up there.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
for
happy
you,
to see it.
Saban.
It's a good
He's gonna
move.
be loving life, basically. Just
He don't have to coach anymore.
No,
I can't
he-
wait to hear the stories from last year's team. He's probably gonna tell stories like, "Man, I'm watching Milrow throw, and I'm like, if we don't throw it deep or run it, we're just screwed. Like, I'm
Yeah.
done with this. I'm tired of it. Like, I can't do it." I don't blame him. Good for you, Saban. Love to see it. But it's almost like the Stooges kind of know what we're doing a little bit. you
yeah,
know?
we might know a couple things.
Another thing or two. This is kind of one that kind of hit home more for me when I was saying I thought that I had seen a shark this last summer at the beach. Mind you, I only go to the beach a couple times because it's just the traffic getting down there, taking off
Yeah.
time for work, the whole shebang. They saw the shark. Like, they know.
Oh yeah, that's a decent size too.
Oh, he's there.
That's a big shark.
That's one of those from Far Cry where you're just like, yeah, this is gonna be that's like when you get the like deadliest hunt mission, you know? You gotta go get like the crazy.
Yeah.
That's him. Like, yeah, just go fight Big Ed.
Yeah, go fight the
Kill him.
biggest moose in the world.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, sounds good.
There's a bear
I'll
that's
get
killed
there'd be
like
missions like
Italians.
that in game. There's always missions like that. Like, oh, you've been fighting. There's like lions in this universe. Okay, now you have to go kill super mega ultra lion. I'm like, thanks, guys.
He's been on HGH and
Yeah,
has been
this
away
guy,
from his
he's
wife for
unkillable.
3
Like,
years.
don't go into this area unless you're level 55 and I'm a level 12 and I accidentally go in there. Like,
Boom.
I didn't
smack.
know. I'm like, oh, it's a lion. I'll take him down. One hit, dead. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, never mind. Then you
Man.
get stuck because you auto saved right outside of there. So now you got to find a way to run and get out of there. But you already auto saved, so it's just like you can't even escape, and you're just in an endless cycle of death.
I did that
Not good.
once in Skyrim. I ended up trying to go on a little quest, and I ended up at like a dragon priest area. And I think I was like level 15 or something. You should be like level 35 to take them on.
Mhm.
And I did the same thing you're talking about. I'm like, I got to a point. It was just a numbers game. It was like, look, if I just keep attacking him, eventually I will win. And
Yeah, eventually they'll get tired.
eventually he did get tired, and I did win. But I couldn't put on the mask because I wasn't a high enough level. So even when I killed him, I couldn't.
Yeah.
To the victor did not go the spoils. I had to keep the spoils. It's kind of bullshit, but I agree with you. I didn't really agree with this from Pro Football Focus. We'll see if you agree with it. The best setup for the future. I agree with the Houston Texans, the Colts, and the Bengals. The
Well, they ranked
Commanders
them.
and Titans, I don't agree.
But they ranked them though.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
I would definitely.
Why are
still
the
say
Bengals on
Cincinnati's
here?
won.
Why are the Bengals on here? They made the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean set up for the future? They have already made a Super Bowl. They're past the whole like
Yeah, we're trying to find our future.
futures.
Right?
Yeah,
we know
like,
who it is.
They know
I
it's
think people
Burrow.
forget if I need Burrow healthy next year because he's going to make a run through the AFC, and I don't think Josh Allen will make playoffs over him.
Yeah, like
It'll be crazy.
it should be Bengals at 1, Houston at 2,
Yep.
Colts at 3.
Yep.
Who gives a shit at 4 and 5?
If I had to pick a 4 and 5,
If Caleb Williams goes to the Commanders, then the Commanders at 4. Tennessee, Levis, what? Your hopes are rely on Levis, Hopkins, and now you got have they decided the
Tajay
head coach?
Spears.
Who's the head coach?
Oh yeah, they just hired him.
Did they? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
he's like
That's
a
the thing.
weirdo. Yeah, they don't have Vrabel anymore, so I could give a shit less. It's
Yeah,
Let me look up it.
I have to find him right now. Ryan Callahan.
That's who it is.
Oh, he was
Ian.
he was Bengals O coordinator.
Yeah, but he's not
Yeah,
Vrabel. You know
sure.
what I mean?
Like, who cares?
I think people forget Vrabel led that team to a #1 seed before they traded AJ
I'm gonna
Brown.
say I'd like the Yeah, it's Bengals, Houston, Colts, and
How are
then
the Lions not on there?
why are the Lions not on here if the Bengals are?
That's what I'm saying.
So are they not set up? Are they already past that stage? And if they are, then the Bengals should also be past this stage too.
It's a good point. I didn't think about
The
that.
Colts being behind the Commanders and the Titans is insane to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Like they didn't just go 9-8 with a backup, and yeah,
They dismantled the Niners when they played them in Frisco. Like,
Yeah.
when Burrow's healthy.
Yeah, this is a
They were-
crazy list. I could see you putting the Commanders high if you think they're getting Caleb. Then it's like, okay,
Right.
maybe, but then it's like you still have to see him play. It's not like
Yeah.
you could just say, "Oh, okay, they're freaking saved." Like the people thought the Jags were saved with Trevor Lawrence, and they were just remember them with Urban Meyer. It's the worst team
Oh
ever.
my God, he kicked the kicker in the head.
Yeah, like yes, list sucks. Gordon McGinnis, you're an idiot.
Yeah, and again, like JJ Watt said, Pro Football Focus sucks. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Thank you, JJ. I mean, I'm not gonna play the video game. We already talked about it. Crack aiming is back, so just start crack
Okay.
aiming.
Oh yeah.
It's
Go
fun
back.
to do, anyways. This is crazy though. I don't think people looked at this. Frag grenades got a buff.
Okay.
Close damage increased to 275. Mind you, you only have 150 health,
Yeah, you're dead.
so you're done. Mid damage is increased to 200, and far damage is increased to 175. So, if anyone, you have to have a trophy. I'm thinking for high rise, you have to have a trophy by gas down mid, because if someone throws a nade down mid, it's blowing up gas, which is
I think-
killing anyone near there.
I think that's gonna kill someone anyway. I think now it's just like
Oh my
you
God.
either can't see the icon, like you can't tank. This
Yeah.
is obviously with no flak jacket on. So if you're running
Attack
or
mask.
what was it called, EOD thing, I don't know what it's called.
No, it's fine.
Basically, you have to be, even if you're far away from it, you're going to die
That's what I'm saying, man.
unless you're way far. Like you're not just going to be able to, oh, it barely hit me, I'm going to be okay. You are dying. So
You are dead.
throw your nades on, knees on P, please.
Yeah,
Just
get
chuck
your
chuck a
knees.
nade in there, and it's probably hitting someone. That means even with flak, it's going to be probably not the same, obviously, but going to do more damage. So if you throw two nades on there, even if someone has flak, he is dying, even if the nades land far away.
Right, I agree.
Thank you, grenades.
Man. Trying to finish up my little food order, and it
Oh,
had
yeah, oh,
everything
yeah.
black. It changed my address.
What'd you end up getting?
We're gonna go to standard panda. You know,
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
chow mein, fried rice, double orange. You know what I mean? We're gonna get dirty. We're gonna get a little dirty with it. It switched everything. It was saying, "Yes, I'd like you to meet me at my door." Like I might as well greet you while you're there too.
Yeah,
I think I scared the piss out of a delivery lady yesterday. It was like, obviously, it's still kind of dark outside, and so I was like going to, had a delivery coming through.
hmm
We're kind of waiting on that to go get dinner, and so I turned on my front door light, and all of a sudden I just see this flash go through my window, and I'm like, "That's not mine." So I open
Yeah.
up the curtains, and I think I scared the piss out of this lady. I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I just,
My bad.
yeah,
It's
I'm
on
just
me.
just checking my house, man." Like, yeah, I don't know how this thing goes. I gotta play the game before I start saying what I think should
Yeah,
be
we'll
changed.
see.
And we'll see.
Could be good. I don't know.
I think so. I just don't understand why they don't address headshot multiplier, because the amount of times that you will get first shot on someone, you will shoot them in the chest 5 times, and they will just jump and hit a little quick headshot, and you're
Yeah.
just, it's like Thanos just snapped your life away. That needs to be fixed. This is where the plot gets better. It said that Eric Bieniemy will not be back with the Commanders, of course. Got it. However, there's rumors that Andy Reid is going to retire, right? But he's saying he doesn't know if he will or not.
hmm
Andy Reid revealed that Eric Bieniemy talked to the offense and spent some time with the team ahead of their AFC Championship game versus Baltimore. Said his coaching future is great. I'm calling it right now. When Andy Reid retires, they're bringing Bieniemy in as the head coach,
You think so?
and him
Yeah.
and Mahomes are going to continue this run.
You think Andy Reid retires like soonish though? I feel like he doesn't. I don't know.
I feel like he rides at least one more Super. I think it depends how free agency would go after this year, because I think they're going to make a splash at wide receiver.
Think so?
I think they're dumping some cash.
Maybe T Higgins.
I could see T.
Maybe young Mr. Higgins.
Mr. Higgins. I could actually see them. No, I don't think they'll get Higgins. I think they'll go for Calvin Ridley because he's cheaper, and he'll do pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of iffy if he'll catch the ball too. So
Ridley and Rice and
Ridley,
Rice.
Rice, and
That could be a
Kelce.
combo. Yeah, it could be a decent combo.
I kind of see them
Don't
trading.
mind it.
They're gonna get like Kadarius is probably gonna score or do something in this next game to make him look decent, and I think they're gonna trade his ass.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be stuck in the cycle of
I
his
think they
Sky
might
Moore?
just. I think they're just gonna cut him. Honestly.
I wouldn't mind that. He is crazy. This is pretty funny. This is from Jerry After Dark over in Vegas. He's got a roulette challenge. He's been seeing the field pretty well. He cannot leave until he covers the entire roulette board, so he's probably losing some. A spot gets covered in one of two ways. He either guesses correctly where the ball is going to land, or he guesses incorrectly and then has to complete a challenge. Challenge is only attempted after a wrong scoring guess, I guess. Okay. Or a wrong guess. Scoring. Red and black, you get one spot covered. First, second, third, 12, like, okay. I don't actually know what that means. I'm not going to lie to
I
you.
think if you hit the number, you get 2 spots cut. Oh no, not. Oh yeah, I actually don't know that
First,
one because the
second,
exact
third,
number is
12.
5 spots.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know roulette enough.
All I know is I've lost $50 in a matter of 2 turns, and
There you
I've
go.
said
And
that
you
is
said,
enough for me. Time to go to bed.
I'm out this thing.
I'm going to play blackjack. Thank you.
Thank you.
But some of his challenges could include field goal kicking, darts, pool, treadmill, and lifting weights. So it'd be hilarious to see him on the treadmill at like 1 a.m. because he's just got to complete this challenge. He's just fucking hammered. So good luck to you, Jerry. I don't think it's gonna go very well, but now this is some golf I could get behind. If we got little girls just flipping them off, I like it. That's some Philly fans right there.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be a little boy.
I might be a boy with
Mullet,
an
yeah.
insane mullet, and I hope
That's
I kind of hope it is.
A crazy mullet.
I would respect it if it is.
So would I. It's crazy. It's good shit though. Okay. Yeah. And another edition of getting overly boozed. Lady thinks that she is seeing Drake.
Oh my god.
Quite.
Not quite. I mean, I guess I could see it,
I'm trying to picture if I've been drinking a bit, like, okay, I could kind of see something.
but then you would glance and be like, "Wait, is that Drake?" And then you'd look and be like, "Okay, that's not fucking Drake."
That's a big
You wouldn't.
message.
You would look and be like, "Okay, never mind."
Just
I
face
could see it like a little though. Like I see it. I see the resemblance. Like if
I see the
someone said, "Dang,"
copycat for sure.
yeah. If someone said, "Ah, dang, that guy kind of looks like Drake," I'd be like, "Yeah, you're kind of right." I'd
But it
never be
definitely
like, "Oh
isn't
shit,
Drake.
that is a spitting image." No, it's not.
That is Drizzy. It's Drizzy in the flesh. He's not at some random nightclub.
Oh my gosh, that
in,
is
like,
hilarity.
It's just not good.
That is hilarious.
Got to sober up. And this is kind of what the boys wanted to do when the Stooge Experience took on Not Scary for him.
Yeah.
This was basically what that little Frodo guy was talking to me
Yeah,
about at
fucking-
the end of the last
Yeah.
little ride. And this is what should have happened. He said that we, touched him. We didn't touch you. If we touched you, it'd be like this. Fucking flatlined him.
Wait, go back. I want to see it again.
Little pig looking thing. Jesus Christ.
Did this guy say, "Don't fuck with my girlfriend"?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're at
No.
Not Scary Farm, dude. It's his job to mess with her and scare her because she's probably like, she's probably the one screaming. If you scream, they're gonna come after you
for it,
more.
yeah.
It doesn't. The person does not care if you say, "Dude, stop. That's my girlfriend. Chill." He's gonna do it more. You can't go deck him. That's probably
Especially-
getting sued, honestly. If
Oh,
I'm the
100%.
person, I'm getting the bag. I'm like, dude, this guy assaulted me at work, doing my
think
job. I
back
didn't.
hurts, my neck hurts. Like,
I think everything. I think I'm gonna
think
die.
I think my papers. What's it from SpongeBob? Every night I break my legs because my legs. are
Oh,
getting
yeah,
faster from
yeah.
That guy,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
scam artist. Especially like, bro, at least have the balls to confront him face to face. Don't do this bullshit
Bro got
from the
decked.
side. Like, it just came out of nowhere.
Don't fuck with my fucking girlfriend.
You know how great it would have been if that dude just gets up, drops his knife, and just comes up and clocks him in the head,
Yeah, it would be good.
spits on him as he walks by,
Like,
just looks at him. I see you. I fucking
like, dude,
chow
get in the
down."
maze.
Yeah,
We'll win the maze, bud.
get your ass in the maze, okay?
You're not him. You are not him.
You're not him, bud. And that's how we end.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, man. You're getting launched.
Yeah, you just
Hey, you got to keep your
absolutely
head on a swivel if you're at one of these places, because some guy they're probably drunk. You may have brushed him on the shoulder, and they're gonna think he touched me. He's not allowed to, like, bro. Keep your head on a swivel if you're out there.
Bro, we had
Okay.
the little. You also gotta be careful for the fucking
Little
wood
midgets.
platforms.
Yeah, or the midgets running out at you, jumping out at your kneecaps. I'm gonna kick you, dude, if you're not careful. I'm like, what's this baby doing in here? Freaking me out.
There was one. I can't remember what maze it was, but we went through it, and I saw something like scutter across the floor, and I think I looked at you. I was like, "Is that a midget? Like, did that just?" It didn't even scare me. It was just like, "What the hell is that?" That's a crazy job, man. I mean, this is your last episode before 25.
I know, man. I'm getting old as shit, and it's not good. That's for sure. It's not good.
Gunny's still 18.
Gunny's good so far.
He's been reliable.
I'm getting a little slow. I'm getting a little slower out there. Feeling like an old man sometimes. That's how it goes. That's life for you right there.
That's why we got Corb. It's getting
That's why we got
practice up
Corp.
now.
There we go. Yeah, facts.
Corb, yeah.
Good point.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure
Yeah,
to like,
people.
comment, and subscribe. Seriously, subscribe. Come on.
Subscribe, you shitters.
Do it. You do it right.
Right now. You could do it now.
We'll give you a second.
I'll give you a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Should be done. Boom.
There we go. Okay.
Easy.
All right. Stay safe, everybody. Don't be a fucking idiot if you go to a
Have fun
horror
Super
house.
Bowl weekend.
Yep. And
Don't get too
hopefully both
boozed up.
teams lose. Hopefully both teams lose and keep the booze to an enjoyable amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but nothing crazy. We don't need you to be like Patrick Mahomes' dad. Okay. Stay at your friend's house. Okay. You don't have to get your 6 DUI.
Right. Not 6. 5, you're okay. 6. that's where we're
Five pushing it, but 6, that's over the line.
As soon as I get past one hand, that's where it's just okay.
Yeah, come on now.
Gotta cut it off.
Yeah.
All right, folks. See ya.
See ya.